tonight. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On play action, it's Garoppolo. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Giants 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is? A play like that occurs, you know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led out by the former 7th-round pick from FIU, and quarterback, it's Alex Magoo.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On the move to his left. And they're going to get this up to midfield. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd down at 4. Now Magoo steps away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Magoo back to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Magoo. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing here, Magoo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Garoppolo on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the draw is Taylor.
And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. There he goes, right side, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throw.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second and very short, Garoppolo. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. 21-16, the final. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Chris Olave, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Justin Fields, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. To throw is Magoo. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Jeff Okudah right there to break it up.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw again. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Garoppolo. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be, doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught by Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. He's got Hamler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Garoppolo. Thomas brings it in. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Garoppolo to throw. This is caught.
And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
One final try now for Garoppolo. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Carolina, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.